Hey, listen, man. One of the most relatable voices to come out of comedy, citizens.
For real.
For so many levels. It's not that he just makes you laugh, he makes you think.
Yeah.
If that wasn't true, he wouldn't have been nominated for NAACP awards.
Wow.
And 2 Screen Actors Guild awards. That wouldn't have happened if he didn't make you think, if it wasn't some substance in what this man was saying.
That's dope.
Came on that set of Blackish and he just exploded.
Exploded.
And he was surrounded by juggernauts. How did you be seen in a crowd full of juggernauts? And he made sure he carved his lane and did it perfectly. You know, I got a chance to watch his stand-up throughout his career, but I also got a chance to be around some great folks that he's around. Citizen Chance, give that man a round of applause. Right?
Chance.
We were bragging about him working for Conan O'Brien at one point, making Conan rich. Look how he did it, man. The man made Conan rich. And then I got from another close friend of mine that he's a close friend of his, Mike Muse. So damn it, between Citizen Chance and Mike Muse, you cannot strike out with this guy, man.
Sway said, if I ain't going to be the man, I'm going to be with the man who's the man.
Who's the man, okay? That's what's up, man. And you can always tell when a comedian is doing well, man. The day we saw Eddie Murphy in that leather, we knew that he took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, Kevin Hart, he gets real, his clothes get tighter. You know, as he made more money.
Kevin gonna get you. Sway.
Okay, but Kev look good in it. He works out.
Okay.
He works out. And this motherfucker, Deon Cole.
It was the shades for me today.
Was it the shades for you?
Like, did he just turn the corner with the G's on the side? I know Chicago, the G's, but damn Deon. Now your voice check, damn Deon.
Yo, I can smell his chest, his shirt, his button so down. Button your shirt up, man. This dude came in with his chest out. You know he getting money. Give it up for Deon Cole, yo. Smelling like a meat sandwich. Man, I don't want to see, man. I never knew you had tattoos on your chest. I don't need to know that shit. Come on, Deon. You've been always covered up when you came here, man. Come on, man.
People have diamonds. That peekaboo with the diamonds.
Yeah, man. I see the diamonds,
Money
dog.
on the chest.
Damn Deon.
Money on the
chest. Comedy money, boys, changes you, boy.
It's
different,
Deon
man.
said, fuck the bull shows.
Come on, man.
The chest is coming.
Come on, look at him, man. Look at him. Got the big pants on. You know, he don't care if they fit or not. That's money right there. That's fucking money. He don't care if they fit. What you buying for a Sway? The pattern. I bought it for the pattern.
It's called mixed patterns.
Is that what it is?
It's called
Mike?
mixed patterns. She on the bottom, top board on top, baby.
The fuck is going on, Deon? That Netflix money, man. We saw the same thing happen to Dave.
I love
killing me right now.
And Sway, you see the shades, Sway?
I saw the shades. What are those?
Slow down.
Gucci. Damn Deon.
You gotta let someone else say it for you, Deon.
Yeah, I got you, baby. I want you to.
Can you hire somebody to say your shades?
Different money, bro.
This dude right here, man.
Oh my
man.
God.
No, I'm happy for you, dude.
Yes.
Because look, if
We
you
are.
look at it like
That's
this, man.
funny,
Look
yo.
how long it is you actually had safe money. I call safe money is when no matter what happens, you know you got enough in the bank where you feel safe, right? You know, damn, I got a new bill. I'm safe.
Yeah.
You know, some family member want to borrow some money. I can do it. I'm safe. So you got safe money, right? You safe?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
safe.
You safe, right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm chilling, man. You know.
Yeah.
You gotta have safe money.
You gotta have safe money,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. So, I'm still laughing.
You know he got safe money. He was laughing at the shit. And when you ain't got safe money, none of the shit we said was funny. Facts. None of it.
None of it's funny, right?
Safe money, your level is different.
It ain't funny.
He didn't deny anything. He didn't deny nothing.
And then it's fake money. You got safe money. Fake money is when people see you on Blackish and they see you on doing stand up and all this shit, and you struggling like a mother, and they don't even know you struggling because they see you. They see you working. You've had that time in your career where you was working, but you wasn't getting no money?
Oh yeah, definitely. It was like, I mean, like early on, I was that way, you know, like doing just stand up or whatever. When I started like writing with Conan, I was getting some money then a little bit, but not like big money.
Yeah.
But I had that phase where everything that came in, I spent. You know what I mean? Like, like I heard Chris Rock say this one time. He said your first $1 million is not your $1 million. It was like you gonna burn through that like instantly, like bow. I was like, nah, I'll never do that. Shit.
Now you get it. Damn.
How do you get a job writing, Deon? Like, as you're funny already, you're a comedian. How do you get a job writing, though?
Man, so mine just started off. It used to be this comedian named James Hanna, right? That was in Chicago. Anybody that came there, he would just walk up to him and punch up their material. If he'll sit back and watch them, they get off stage and everybody be praising him, and he'll go like this, yeah, that's cool, but this is what you need to do. And he used to do that all the time. And he used to do it to me too, which made me start doing it to people. And then one day, Ricky Smiley called us up and was like, man, I want you to write these prank phone call things with us. And we was like, all right, fine, cool. We went down there and made that boy rich. Like, no, but now we didn't do like all of them, but we did like this first few that we had. And then after that, Ricky loved us so much that he began hosting Comic View, and that was my very first writing job. Ricky gave me my first writing job.
Smiley.
Right.
That mother Ricky Smiley.
That's dope.
I was supposed to go out on the boat with
Smiley.
Ricky.
Yeah, he be begging everybody to go on that boat, though.
Man, bro, I was supposed to do
I'd be like, dude, all right, just chill. Like, we'll get on the boat. Like, damn. Like, yeah.
To go fishing?
We should,
Do
yeah.
what?
Well, I wanted to go fishing on the boat. I don't think he fishes on his boat though.
Nah, he just, I see videos, he just spin around and go back to the house. I'll be like,
Spin around.
yeah, I ain't got time to be spinning around, Rick. We either gonna fish,
Yeah, right.
or we gonna do something, Rick. We ain't just gonna spin around in the water. Yeah.
Like a little boat with a bathtub.
That's a good ass point, right?
Oh, that's right. Okay, I got you.
I'm like, what you doing, Rick?
Ricky,
Love Rick. Shout out to Rick.
Ricky Smiley, I love that guy,
me
man.
too.
God bless him too, man.
Yes, sir.
God bless
Yes,
him.
sir.
God
Yeah.
bless you as well, man. You know, you I'm really happy for you, man. Did you have you bought any toys like Ricky got the boat? What you got?
Nah, I don't have no big toys
You
like
wanna
that.
talk
I ain't
about
got no
it,
boy,
the
no
Chicago
boy.
thing? You wanna say
nothing? So I can go home. Yeah, I ain't got nothing. Nothing at all. I ain't got nothing.
simple, man.
Yeah, nothing. You know, moped. That's about it. Just bought a helmet for it, and that's about it. That's all I got. Yeah.
Okay, Deon. All right.
Did it take you some time, Deon? You know, you mentioning the $1 million and how it gets spent in just like a snap.
Yeah.
Did it take you a while to embrace investing and the ability of multiplying your money without you actually having to do the labor?
So this is what I did, and I did it on accident, to be honest with you. So I bought a house when I first got some money, I bought a house, and then I sold that house and bought another house. One thing you got to do is you got to look at the market when it comes to houses and property and stuff like that. If you don't have nothing tying you down, like kids or anything like that, move. Look at the market and move. And that's what I kept doing. And I kept just like moving. I look at the market. This lady down the street from my old house, she had sold her house for double as much because the market hit like that, like around the pandemic. And I was like looking at the comps in my neighborhood, and I was like, man, put this motherfucker on the market. And they put it on the market, and I sold just like that and was out. Took that money and added it onto another house and bought that house, and I just kept doing that shit until anytime I bought a new house, I ain't even put up a lot because I made a lot on selling it. You know what I mean? So
Playing with house money.
Yeah, I just kept doing it, and I keep doing it. And like the house I'm in now, I'm gonna stay there for a little bit, but I'm looking at the market. Somebody want my house, I'm selling it out.
It's like your houses are like apartments, so you don't really have attachments to homes.
Yeah, but I think I'll say this: the next time I move, that's gonna be like the last time I move.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, this is the house that I'll be chilling in. You know what I mean? On top of other properties that you buy or whatever, but that's the
primary.
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna chill at after this.
Will anybody be in there with you?
No, not at all.
Good answer.
Next questions.
Next question.
That was a setup, D.
I know, I felt,
But wasn't it smooth?
I still gotta explain though after I leave it. Yeah.
I love it.
It's still a conversation.
Yeah, still a conversation to
But
be
I
had.
thought it was kind of smooth the way I put that in there.
Smooth as shit. Yes, it was.
I really didn't ask you shit, but asked you a whole lot at the same time.
You done got this man in trouble later on.
Almost.
He cool.
Yeah, we
Shy-Time's
smooth.
finest,
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, man, come on. Hey, man, what do you think about Chicago? I'm sorry, Mike, but I just bringing up Chicago. I did really when you did the Charlene's Boy Netflix special. I was with Chance the Rapper.
Yes.
Chance the Rapper. Citizen Chance. And,
I
think Chef P was there. Cootie.
My man, shout out to my brother, Cool.
You know Kenny too.
Kenny Cool.
Yeah.
Family.
You know, man, I done schooled all those boys in dominoes.
Really?
Just to let you know, D, you could catch it too, because I know y'all be talking that shit. You know.
You West Coast. Yeah, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you on no dominoes.
You talk too, but your Chicago boys always step to me,
I know,
man.
no, they should know better. Now we'll fuck you up in some spades, but we'll fuck you up in some spades. Yeah.
What? You don't even seem doubtful at
I
all.
promise you, I give it to you. I give it to your ass on spades. And shit.
Pause that.
You know what? Let's talk about pause for a
Okay.
second. All right.
Please.
So last night I was performing at this place, Salsa Con Fuego in Bronx. I'm gonna be there tonight too, right?
Okay.
So I was talking to my man Rob Stapleton, right?
Rob,
and I was
Rob,
talking to Rob, and I was telling him about like
love
my
Rob.
this new show I have on BT and Average Joe, right? And I was talking about the cast, how my cast is way greater than I am, and I was just telling them how I was like, me and the directors and the creators, we was all casting people for the show, and I was telling Rob, and I was like, yeah, man, we was casting everybody. I was like, yeah, I went through a few niggas to cast this, and that nigga was like, pause, nigga. What? And I was like, what you mean pause? And he was like, because what you mean you went through a few niggas to cast the show? And I was like, oh, yeah, I get it. All right. Dude, we was talking about that during the show, man, the whole night. My thing is, if you say pause, you have to think that way in order to know a pause.
Exactly.
Right.
See,
Good.
I don't think like that.
Yeah.
So why would I say pause?
Okay.
You got to think
Like that.
that way.
Yeah.
So when I said that,
Yes.
you was like pause.
Yeah, because
So
you said,
because instantly you was like,
Pause.
yeah, that's.
my bad.
You know, I'm sorry, man. I'm from like 90s hip hop. If you listen to some of Dr. Dre's albums and shit, that's all them niggas is talking about. There's like these nuts and suck my dick and that's how you cussed out a nigga in the 90s. You like, suck my dick.
That's true.
I'm just a 90s nigga still, man. My fault. I don't know about this new pause shit,
I'm a
nigga.
90s dude too.
Yeah,
I just got caught up.
Nigga, I'm sorry, nigga. I got to change with the times. You change with the times. That's what it is.
Transcend.
Yeah, I
brother.
got to change, nigga, because I'm quick to tell a nigga suck.
Don't change, Deon. Don't change.
You could still tell them, man.
I ain't gonna do it out here. Two things I ain't gonna do. I ain't doing that, and I ain't wearing sandals out here, nigga. I wore some sandals out here, nigga, and I got crucified, nigga. Dude, these niggas had some Timbs on. This nigga's like, nigga, I ought to stump on your feet, son. Son, I ought to step all on your shit right now. So what the fuck is you doing, son? I was like, dude, my feet hot, yo. Like,
Deon, I can relate to that so well, man. I don't know if it's a Midwest thing from us. I'm from Chicago, I'm from Michigan.
Yeah.
But when it comes to New York, man, they don't dance out here like we do in the
Dude.
Midwest. They don't sweat.
Nah.
I wear flip-flops all the time, and I get roasted all the time
Oh,
for
it's
it. And I'm just
crazy.
like, it's hot.
Yeah,
it's 90 degrees. I want my feet to breathe.
It's nuts,
Y'all
yo.
in Timbs.
Pause. Is that a pause?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nuts.
Oh,
It's nuts. It's pause. My fault.
What's on your mind, D?
It's nuts is another pause.
Might be a pause, dog.
There's some cultural gymnastics we got to go through.
Yo, it's
From
crazy.
the pause to how you dress.
Dude,
better
it's
get up
crazy.
on
It's
it.
like it's so masculine. It's so and it's
Yeah.
like it ain't like you weak or nothing.
Yeah.
Like you can't even eat a banana out here, yo. Without
No, you
you gotta break it.
Break
You gotta
apart.
break the banana.
Ridiculous.
Dude, one day I was eating. Anyway, go ahead, Sway.
No, keep going.
Nah, I ain't about to say that.
You was eating a banana, huh?
I wasn't eating a banana.
You can't eat a banana in New York.
You cannot eat a banana in New York.
Yo,
I've
and
never
in DC.
seen a nigga eat a banana in New York. Sway be eating bananas.
These niggas out here.
It's different.
These niggas out here with low potassium like a motherfucker in New York. Because these niggas trying to be hard and shit.
Yeah, you can't do nothing, but they smoke cigars.
They'll smoke cigars.
Yeah.
And lick it. And lick it from the blunt.
That
And
but
lick
that
it.
that goes
Facts,
cigar,
like
right?
Yeah.
Yo, I don't know.
In
Yo.
the DMV, black boys can't eat hot dogs. Right, and there's a term. Shout out to the DMV. There's a term for it. So they was like, they don't let you eat a hot dog for that same reason.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Can't
where we
eat
are
a hot dog.
That's where we are in
What the
society
hell?
right now.
That's
where we are.
crazy.
It's this cultural gymnastics
We got a
of
lot of
masculinity.
issues.
Yeah, we do.
And like,
Man, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna eat my bananas and shit.
okay.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I ain't about to be
Be a
passing
pioneer.
out. I'm old as hell, nigga. I'll be
These niggas,
passing out,
man.
trying to be hard, and I get my potassium game together.
Heal these niggas.
I'll be talking to you or something.
I'm gonna be hard as shit eating a banana. Like, I'll fuck you up, nigga.
with your sandals.
With my sandals on, rough, nigga.
Oh man.
How do you turn it off, bro? Because you're one of those comedians I think are just naturally funny. I think there's some kids have to work at being funny, but you are just naturally funny when you're off the stage.
Man,
So how
sometimes I
you turn
do
it
have
off?
to just digress. I ain't gonna need to lie, man. We just be having so much fun and laughing. Sometimes you just gotta even out, you know. I go watch a lot of murder mystery shows and shit just to even out a little bit. Yeah, sometimes I go home and be like, man, I had too much fun today. See who got murdered today. And shit. Go try to figure this shit out and just calm down a little bit. But yeah. You just got to even out. Because you can always be on. I hate comedians like that. I can't stand when comics is just, you can't have a regular conversation with the motherfucker without him. You be like, dude, chill, nigga. Like, so, that's. And a lot of people think that I'm like a super silly cat. I'm not. I didn't disappointed so many people when they come up to me because I ain't really that kind of comic. I'm more like an observational comic and not like a kick in the nuts, pie in the face, slip on the banana type motherfucker. You know what I mean? So
You mentioned coming up to people, and you said something earlier that had me thinking: are comedians always receptive for advice? Like, if you do come up to someone and say, "This is what you should do," or maybe pull someone to the side, you could work on it better this way. Are they always open to it, or
a smart one will always listen. Like me, I'm a sponge. Like it ain't nothing that you cannot tell me. I'm gonna listen all the way around the board, and I'm gonna always hear you out if I agree, if I don't agree. But it's always gonna be your opinion versus mine. It's always gonna be something I never heard before. Like I'm gonna give you a little tidbit for anybody out there putting a show together. Anytime you have a writer's room or whatever, make sure that you have the room filled with people you don't get along with. That's the best way to write great television.
Okay.
Why would you have a group of people in a room and y'all all thinking the same way? No, because the show is about conflict. Why wouldn't the writer's room be? So that's what I used to do. I used to always hire a bunch of people that I really didn't like. And we sat in there and we argued all the goddamn time and we came up with great fucking television. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like it was just one guy that I hired. He black, right? He wouldn't date black women. He really didn't fuck with black people. He was like, they was embarrassing. all that. And that's how he really, truly felt, because he had issues with black people growing up and him being black and him growing up in a white neighborhood, but black people wouldn't accept him and shit. Remember what me and this motherfucker used to argue all the goddamn time. And I was like, nigga, you hired. Definitely. You come work for me, motherfucker. We gonna get it in. And we did. We made some good motherfucking shows and shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Deon Cole is here. Average Joe is premiering Monday, June 26th on BET Plus.
Yes, sir.
It's a comedy, right?
Dark comedy.
Darkly
Takes place
comedic.
in Pittsburgh.
Yes, darkly comedic comedy, man. Where it's about this guy, average dude, and his father get caught up in some situation. He passed away, and he owes the mob some money, and he hides it for his son to kind of figure it out. And this mob is chasing him, thinking he know about the shit, and he really don't. And so it's just this cat and mouse, man. It's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of murder, a lot of murder, lots of murder.
You need that.
Yeah, and so to be a comic, to take on a project like this where you can you can be funny and serious too, and be on some action shit, and all of that was what drew me to it. And then the cast is phenomenal. They way greater than I am. And
Who you got on the cast? You keep saying that.
man, we got some amazing motherfuckers, man. We got my girl Cynthia McWilliams. She's funny as shit, man. My man Malcolm Barrett, and we got Tammy Townsend on that motherfucker. Mike Trucco. Ashley Fisher. We got a great cast of people, man, that are like phenomenal. Tom Hanks said one time, he said everybody everyone thinks I'm a great actor, but I'm really not. I just surround myself around people better than me, and it makes me look like I'm great. And I took a page right out of his book and got everybody that anyone would be inferior of putting them on their show, like because they think they wouldn't shine. I made sure I got people that would outshine me and bring the realism to this, because the story is actually based off true events too, from a guy named Rob Cullen out of Pittsburgh. So it's based on his life and shit. Yeah, so
I love it, man.
it's gonna be good, man. December 26th on BET Plus. Definitely, y'all check it out, man.
December?
This
I mean, God damn it, June. Shit, look at my head. Thank you, girl. Shit, I just got fired.
Yeah,
Shit.
we gonna
The color purple is coming in December.
Yeah, I'm getting my dates mixed up and
It's
shit. I'm getting my dates mixed
I
up.
done what you did. I surround myself with people who are better than me.
Yo,
You see how I live? Look how easy I do this shit
dude,
now.
it's amazing though, right?
Right? It's
You
a great
gotta
feeling.
do that. That's what it is. You have to do that, man, and it works for everybody. Everybody build off everybody and shit.
Look at them. Look at them, man.
They're amazing.
Look at
Come
these
on
people,
now,
man. Give them
Look
a
at
round of
them.
applause for the team, man.
Yes.
Ain't
Give it
gotta
up
do
for the
shit.
crew. The crew.
Don't gas him up, Deon. Don't gas him up.
Gas me up. I want my mic. Thank you.
Hey, let me ask you this, man. I would think my biggest, if I was a comedian, I would think the biggest fear I would have, no different from Michael Jordan losing his jumper, you know what I mean, or Usain Bolt losing his speed. My biggest fear would be if I lost my comedy, my funny, my humor. I would think that's like writer's block for a rapper. Have you ever experienced that?
It's writer's block for a comic.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well, you didn't think, am I even funny anymore? Like, you ever question that?
When you sit back and I'm gonna tell you when it kind of come into play nowadays with this cancel culture and shit. It's like you gotta kind of reword your shit in order to relate to people and shit like that, and it's really hard when these people come to your show to critique you or try to cancel you, and it's kind of like, why would you come here, motherfucker, and fuck it up for everybody else and shit? You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want a Kit Kat, nigga, don't write the company, just go grab another goddamn candy bar, motherfucker. Like, why would you do that and shit? So just grab another goddamn candy bar. Like, why would you write the company about the candy bar? The fuck is wrong with you? And so it's just like, it's like you have to deal with these motherfuckers, man, and you don't even want them at the show. It's like, get your closed-minded ass out of here, yo. We talking grown shit. We talking real shit. You ain't even part of my culture, motherfucker, for you to come over here and not be able to understand what the fuck I'm talking about and complain about it and shit. You know what I mean? So it's hard like that to write and shit, to try to fit in. But, being a comic, we ain't rocket scientists and we ain't construction workers. You use your mind and you figure this shit out. And that's what I do. I try to put it together and figure it out. And, that's what we do, man. Definitely.
You do have some very culturally specific topics that you point out in your show, especially in the Netflix comedy special, Deon Cole, Charlene's Boy. And one of my favorite segments in it is when you start saying, I know you're black. You come from a black household.
Oh, with me, like,
when you say that, yeah.
You know you come from a black household and you got water on the floor.
Yo, that shit had me cracking.
Case of water on the floor. That let me know how black you are when I get to your house. If I don't see a case of water on the floor, then I'll be like, yo, this ain't no real nigga. Get the fuck on now. Let me get the fuck on out of here. Yeah.
A case of water, like, but I didn't know I was doing that because I was black. I just like keeping water on the floor.
No, white people open theirs and they put it in the refrigerator.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they put all their bottles in the refrigerator.
Or they have it in the garage.
Or they gone, girl. You know how they do. They put it in the garage.
It ain't on display.
It ain't on display.
It's not.
It ain't just sitting in
Black
the kitchen
people
next to the refrigerator.
Let everybody know they got water.
Every time you go to nigga house, that nigga bend down and crack it open. You want one? Then throw you one and shit. Like.
I don't know. I didn't know that. Yo,
You learn something new. That's why we love comedians. Y'all are educators.
You got to put you point out these things, that you see, and like I say, me being an observational comic, that's all I do. I'm a sponge everywhere I go. I pay attention to every goddamn thing. I'm actually the last person to even talk in the room because I'd rather for everybody else to talk, and then I'll figure out how to play the room that way. Instead, if I'm the first person to talk, then I done told you everything about me, everything up top. I probably offended a few people in here by just talking about what the fuck I think, know. But if I'm the last person to talk and he tells me he loves cats, she says she hates dogs, and you say you love hamburgers, I might be the opposite of all that. But if I want to make sure that I fit into the room, I can say, hey, I love this. Oh, I hate that too. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah.
Politician.
Yeah, politician shit.
Deon Cole, man. I'm learning a lot
what I'm talking
today,
about?
man.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, that Deon, with how good you are with observations, I'm wondering about conversations around mental health in the comedy world, because sometimes we'll end up saying like sad clown. That's been a term that's been mentioned about comedians sometimes, and how humor, although it can definitely be a coping mechanism, but some people use it to deflect.
Yeah.
How has this form of comedy for you helped in your own mental health journey?
I mean, it's therapy. It's therapeutic. You get to say what's on your mind and how you feel, and get with a group of people that feel the same way or don't feel the same way, and you change the way that they think or whatever. Or they can change the way that you think about it, and it's just, getting stuff off your mind. Acting is where you escape and become someone else.
Right.
You know what I mean? But comedy is therapeutic. It's like coming straight from your mind, how you feel, how you think, and it's and once you get those things off your mind, because a lot of people, they don't have nobody to really talk to. You know what I mean? But comics are like to be honest with you, not all of them, but the majority of them are really coming from a hurt place, you know, which makes them really funny too, though. You know, it takes that pain in order for you to really, be funny and come up. You know what I mean? A lot of comics are hurt, man. A lot of them. Can you imagine night after night you leaving a comedy club and you writing 10 jokes and only 2 work? And you riding all the way home, no radio, wipers, no rain, just riding all the way home, just sitting there going, where the fuck did I fuck up at?
Right.
But then you take those 2 jokes and you put them to the side, and then you come the next night and you do them 10 more new jokes, and you sad again because only 2 worked, and you put them to the side and you keep doing it. After a while, you got 30 jokes of 2s that done piled up over here. And now you take these 30 jokes and you do this, and now you got a full whole hour that you was working on. You know what I mean? But you got to go through the process. And anytime you see these specials, that's the end game.
Yeah.
That's the ending of the process. That's not like the beginning. Like anytime I do a special, I'm jokeless after that shit. Like people be booking me for shit. I be in there like, who birthday is it? No, that shit like, nigga, I ain't got one joke after these specials. Like I really don't even go out because I be like, I gotta like write and I gotta sit back and like write some material or whatever. But yeah, like you don't. I be like lost after a fucking special, but that's the end. That's the end game, you know. So when you spending all this time writing and doing that shit, that's the job. The job is the heartache.
Yeah.
It's not the laughs, because you get more heartache than laughs. And your job is to turn the heartache into laughs, where you get more laughs from the heartache, and then once it even out there, yeah, you good. But that beginning process, shit. I done went home many nights, yo. Been in McDonald's drive-thru and shit. Like, yeah, let me get a shake and some cookies and something that'll make me smile right now.
Damn, McDonald's drive-thru. Deon Cole, man. Listen, give this man a round of applause. Unfortunately, we run out of time, D.
Yo, yeah, thank y'all so much, man.
Some would argue that it's blasphemous that you guys are doing a remake of The Color Purple. What would you say?
This ain't your mama's Color Purple. This is a brand new Color Purple. This is a new spin. This is a new take on the Color Purple. This is something you ain't never seen before, Color Purple. This Color Purple is totally different. And the mastermind, my man Blizz, the director, he did Beyonce's
Lemonade.
all that, the beautiful graphics of her on the beach and all that. This is that guy who did this. And he shook the Color Purple into a whole different spin.
Dope.
You got to go see this. Generations. I'm talking grandmamas to grandbabies. Go see this. This is going to be something else.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
December 25th.
Congratulations.
The trailer is
25th, yes.
crazy.
All right.
It's
thank
crazy,
you, man.
right?
Give it
Thank
up
y'all,
for
man.
Deon
Thank
Cole.
you so much.
All right,
y'all.
man. I appreciate you, brother.
Love y'all for sharing your
Love you too.
platform.
Oh, man.
Love
Every
y'all,
time.
man.
Average Joe premiering Monday, June 26th on the BET Plus. The Color Purple will be December 25th.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Charlene.
Thank you so much. That means
Yes.
a lot, man.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Love you for that.
Nah, your mother was beautiful. I saw that
Thank
clip
you
in the
so much,
beginning
man.
of the
Yeah.
special, and
Thank you so
I didn't know
much,
she
man.
wrote your jokes, bro.
Yeah, she wrote all my jokes, man. I sure miss my girl, man. I swear
Absolutely.
to you, man.
Yeah.
Love you, mommy. I miss you.
There you go, man. It's living through you, man. You the living legacy,
Yes,
brother.
sir. Yes, sir.
Deon
Yes, sir.
Cole, man, this dude is magical.
Yes.
When you see him, look at his chest, count his chest hairs. Trust me, man, this dude on fire now, right? All right. Okay.
Chest open, sandals on.
All right, man.
Banana.